Okay, hello. What's going on? Um, it was stalling and whatnot like that, and I guess maybe it was a sign for me to probably change my title and things of that nature. But why the fuck would I do that? Who am I trying to really appease and anything and anything to that extent? Definitely not my abusers. It's really crazy on how people who offend you intentionally to cause a disruption in your life intentionally, for their own enjoyment and for their own entertainment, and then we'll turn around and be like, "Oh, well, then you need to speak nice to me." Like, no, it's not gonna happen. So, um, let's see. Got a few things I want to talk about. Obviously, I know goddamn well I had to delete these videos from my phone. I don't know why they keep popping up. I'm gonna have to delete them off my cloud too. Anyway, they're just like simple little, yeah, like, oh, it's not deleting. I don't get it. Okay, like, I'm gonna show you. Hold on. So I have a temporary photo. I'll delete it, right? Take it, delete it, delete. Now, what's this? It's still there. Select, delete, delete, delete video. My phone has been acting really funky since um since almost like a month or so ago. And I haven't jumped on any foreign Wi-Fi's or anything like that. But like I said, I'm on the watch list and things of that nature, so people can fuck with my phone without me having to, exchange hands or anything like that. Anyway, my name is Shalise. I'm on the watch list. And under the Patriot Act, people are not telling me exactly upfront like what's going on. That and also they're being bribed. Um, they have these huge egos, thinking that they have a god complex and things of that nature. But when it comes to me responding to them or having like a conversation and stuff like that, um, they can't get it out of me. Like my my politeness has definitely waned on a lot of people, and yeah, people thought that it would be cool or that I would be in a in a forgiving nature to forgive people, and they're just trying to consistently guilt me, only to look, only to make me not want to forgive them. I mean, I'm never going to forgive them, but it's just like doing that and trying to shame or something to that effect. It's like, you know how you fucked up. You know how you fucked up. If anybody makes a huge, horrible, and intentional offense, especially particularly like a grave one, there are judicial repercussions for that. You have to go to jail, to prison, whatever. You have to be sentenced, and then you have to pay the piper. You have to, pay for those dues, and then after you do that, you are pardoned. After you do that, you're pardoned. You're not forgiven. You're pardoned. And a lot of people haven't done a goddamn thing, nothing. And so they're just wanting to be, they want to be forgiven. Again, even afterwards, you won't be forgiven, but you can at least have a better opportunity to be, um, I guess, pardoned socially. But if you don't want to do that, then you don't have to do that. Like, I'm not even forcing you to do that. I'm just saying that you will never be in my space and you will never have my forgiveness. People are really going out of the way. This is how I know that it's men. That, like, I know it was a woman who initiated this shit, who decided to whisper into other people's ears because she was always jealous of me, and that's really fucking sick. It's really fucking sick. Hold on, because my phone has been lagging, so I just want to show how like my laptop is really giving me a bunch of negativity right now. It's lagging like a motherfucker. Delete. See if we can do it again. That's crazy. Like I have space on my phone, but it's still telling me that I don't have enough space. That's another thing. Like I'm not shitting you. Hold on. Phone storage full. Let's go back to this. Oh, now you want to do it. Now you want to do it. That's some shit. Yo, what the fuck? And now it's just black. I don't understand. Let me shut this down and then play it again. This thing is a fucking this phone is not a hater. It's the people who are haters. So like I was saying, I know it was a woman who initiated this shit, but it's men got this who got their rocks off specifically in order to, in order to benefit from this. So it was like when things started going topsy turvy, like more men started getting, um initially more men started getting like recognition and favor and more business opportunities, having a bunch of women and things of that nature, like trying to live the lives of Hugh Hefner. And then all of a sudden, women wanted to, women wanted men to start making like 80K straight out of high school. And then it turned into women. First, it turned into women trying to compete with me, as I mean, they still do, but it started with in the midst of this, it became women trying to compete with me with other men because they first were mocking me. It started initiated with one woman who I really don't want in my life anymore, but it was just like it started with one woman who started to spread lies and rumors, which they're still doing to this day. Because apparently, there's especially today, I must have done something really great that must have been really triggering to people because they're just like, I just can't let her go. I can't let her go. She's just too fucking phenomenal. I love her energy. So we're just gonna like slander her. People are trying to really like control the narrative in order to like I guess have control over me. And it's people too many people have seen exactly what the fuck is going on. They know that I don't obviously want to put on a front to be, be nice or anything like that. Like I don't want people in my environment. I barely want to talk to people. It's it has to be like an exchange. I have to be a customer in a fucking store or something to that effect. But like I'm not gonna have a conversation with you. There's no point. There's really no point. You're a gang stalker. Okay, you're a fucking minus. I don't want you in my life because obviously all you do is you're a user. And that's actually the most like polite kind of identity for you because you're an abuser. Okay, for some reason at my expense you feel like I owe you. No, you know that I don't owe you shit. So but you're gonna take anyway, you're a user, and then you're gonna offer nothing. You're gonna try to, it's like taking a dollar and saying thank you, like stealing something and then saying thank you, or not even saying thank you. Be like, have more something next time. It's something to that effect. Because like you'll invade my privacy, you'll invade my space, you'll watch me, observe me, and then you want to criticize or try to influence me to do something that makes you seem like you are of help or of service. I could eat like a cheeseburger because I fucking want to and because I actually have the money. Or and let's just keep things a buck. And not everybody is rich, and not everybody who's fucking judging me is rich or financially well off. Everybody is about like a two paychecks away from poverty or some shit. So like I think not everybody, but a lot of people are really living paycheck to paycheck. So for them to really dictate exactly what I should be doing with my fucking money is something that they need to turn around, turn their little asses around, maybe help out by putting the camera on to reverse so that way they can look at their fucking selves and start monetizing, and being accountable for what they're fucking doing. Okay, and stop worrying about what my business is. You feel me? Because they're not being conducive to it anyway. I have to go out and order something out. Order something out that's to eat because I can't, fit a lot of like utensils and stuff like that in my vehicle. And I don't want to have to keep doing that shit anyway. But that's just like one less thing. And that's literally something that you guys have put a burden on me because you wanted to invade my property. And I'm not just talking about in Trenton, New Jersey. And yes, I'm saying the place because I'm being more and more out there about like, okay, look, the exploits and all the little fantasies that you've gotten off of this, it just really needs to just come crashing and crumbling down. Okay. Wake the fuck up. And if you don't want to wake the fuck up, then just leave me out of it because that is when, I'm pushing for like the furthest extent of abuse towards you guys. Like literally the furthest, the most hardest charges and everything like that. Because you guys just keep on coming. You just keep on coming. So why would I show you any kind of fucking leniency? You know, people who the people who walked away from this, that's not like, I'm not looking for you. I'm not looking for you. Because why? I'm looking for the people who literally just keep this shit going, rambling at the fucking mouth, and it's here and a third. All I ask is for the people who actually at any point in time want to like advocate or actually genuinely like me from the even though they don't see me. No one genuinely likes me because they only like me because of what it is that I can give them. If they liked me, then they would have been speaking up more. They wouldn't be so flip floppy with the fucking energy. Like I have to keep this shit a buck. Don't nobody really like me. They like what I can give them. They don't like they're like, oh, I like your personality. No, you like the personality that's pleasing to you. Because this right here is also my personality when I have my fucking boundaries up. But you don't like that part. You like the part where I'm supposedly like sweet and bright and all the other kind of shit. You're a fucking user. You are an abuser. You don't fucking like me. Like let's do some shock therapy here. You don't fucking like me. You like exactly what it is that you can get from me. Okay? You're a pervert. Okay? You're a punk ass bitch. Okay? There's nothing about you that I find attractive at all. If I met you in person and I knew who you fucking were, like you're one of those people behind the scenes that is watching me eat shit, interact, anything. Like that's why I have limited conversations. I have limited interaction with you people. I have limited everything. Okay? There's nothing to like, there's nothing to favor, none of that shit. I only really appreciate anybody in the world who's literally advocating for my fucking freedom, who's fucking advocating for my civil rights, advocating that the fact I've been treated like genuinely, fiercely, and humanely. Those are the only people who I can give consideration to when it comes to, actually having sympathy and compassion. But you telling me that you like me because of my personality, because you're stalking me, it's fucking gross. It's just like, come on now, get out of here with that stalking shit. You're a creeper. You're a fucking creeper. That's not a genuine or authentic anything. That's damn sure not a good place to start. So when I hear niggas telling me like some dumb shit, like, oh yeah, this person right here, they really like you. Like, get the fuck out of here. You don't like me. You're stalking me. You like the image that I portray, but you don't really like me because you don't fucking know me. You don't fucking know me. And when you actually see me when I'm talking to you like this, or when I'm talking real, and you get all like, don't get out of your character. No, bitch, this is my fucking character. The sweet and the salt. Like, yo, this right here, like, for real, for real. Like, it's sweet and then it's not sweet. Now, I'm gonna say salt, but yeah, no, those are I say that for the hating ass bitches that literally has to slander and lie about me. But like, yeah. It's like saying, "Oh, I love you" to to like celebrities and things of that nature. It's just like, no, I love your music because you actually see them on who they are. A lot of them are shitty people. Okay, they're like, oh, I love Aaliyah, but that's because like I see her interviews and I'm like, wow, like I actually think this is a genuine person. Like she seems like a really good person. Her music is great, her dance moves are great, and the way how she responds to certain things is great. But I'm pretty sure she has like a like I like Aaliyah the image. Okay, I'm pretty sure we all have like temper tantrums and things like that, but I don't really know this person. Okay, and for you to say that you like me under me being under duress and abuse is creepy. Okay, there's a difference between you liking me under the context of work environment, school, um shit, if this was like a celebrity kind of situation, that's actually a lot different for you to say, "Oh, I like this person." But you're watching me being fighting for my, fighting for my rights. That's just creepy and doesn't make sense at all. That's the extent of a guy. Thank you for the confirmation. That is for the confirm. That is like a guy approaching you, and he's just like, you know what? It's just like, oh hey, baby, what's up? And I'm just like, no, no. Like, you tell them like, oh no, no, thank you, and they're just like, oh yeah, like what's up? And you're just like, get out of here. And they were like, oh, but why are you playing like that? You look all cute and shit like that. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, obviously, this person is liking you, and they want to be all up in your face. You're just like, no, like, get out of here. Like, why you playing like that? Why you getting like that? Why you so fine? Come here, baby. Let me touch you. And he grabs your arm and stuff like that. And you just like, ew. Like, you really fucking like gross out as you should be, as you should be. But that's the fucking energy that I get from people that's telling me, man, woman, child, I don't give a fuck. You're telling me that under me telling you no, and like an unconsta like an unconsensual no, in like, okay, without my consent, non-consent, I'm telling you that I don't want to be surveilled, be stalked, be harmed, be harassed, which are very kind of bullshit observations. But you thinking that, oh, because you're giving me a fucking compliment, that I would want to just be like, okay, and then go ahead and let you watch me more, let you abuse me more. It's just the same thing if a guy compliments you, but oh, but you're so pretty, like, oh, I like your style and stuff like that. Like, oh, now you're gonna give him your number. You're gonna go fuck him now. Like, come on, like, yo, but niggas are out there, literally. I don't care what race you are, but there are niggas out there that's that fucking stupid. Just like, that be giving that same kind of play, pushing or trying your boundaries. Now, sometimes there are people that will just literally like leave you alone, walk away. And then there are guys, because of this situation, this is like the butterfly effect, or like what the Mandela effect is towards other shit that happens out there. You guys not respecting no has really got to men's head that it's okay to just violate women's boundaries and shit like that, and then abuse them. I have literally witnessed, well, I have not witnessed. No, I would say this. I've witnessed a girl turn on a guy and the guy slaps her. But I've heard of and read of moments when men will literally slice their face or do some. There is a woman who, so crazily, she had acid thrown on her. And then that's so horrible, because like that man should have been like, man, he should have had acid like on his pepper, like for real, for real. Like, I just feel like that's fair. You want to destroy my face? You go ahead and get your dick off, like for real. Like, you're gonna be a eunuch. You feel me? You just be a eunuch. But I think that's an excellent balance right there. And your booty hole closes. Okay, you won't be a Ken doll, sweetheart, but you'll be some type of like freak show. Uh these birds are so adorable. But I'm just saying though, like that a woman was the subject of abuse for that situation, and that's really horrible. That's horrific. I just I'm not over here to try to attract people to like me in order to have freedom, because George Floyd was a criminal and he got his freedom and rights. Is it Kiana Taylor? Breonna Taylor. It's just like there's people who you guys have gone out on a limb for who were criminals. But here I am, where I was straight laced and everything like that, patient with you motherfuckers. And you guys took it upon yourself to just like further tell me some bullshit and wrap me up into your own little fantasies, because you guys are perverted and deluded. You guys are fucking crazy. I said that you guys were marks, and then you guys wanted to project and call me stupid and call me a mark, but it's just like, no. It took you guys to make up a whole fucking fantasy, hire mayors, politicians, presidents, group organizations, corporations, and this, that, here, and the third, in order to try to dupe me. Okay, but here you guys just needed some fucking cash and whatever kind of spiel in order for you guys to just fall in line and for you guys to be a fucking sellout. You feel me? Like it took so many people to put on this grandiose display in order for me to think that a fucking illusion was happening and things were like fucking kumbaya when it wasn't. So and now you guys are paying the piper for it because in other ways, there's other people that are taking the opportunity to. Sorry, there's just like this little rambling dog. And he's literally wiping his butt in a corner in a circle. Serves him right. He's always pooping in people's yard. But then again, that's really the owner's fault. I see. I just don't like the fact that the owner. Yeah, it's spicy. I don't like the fact that the owner is always doing that. What is with him? Oh my gosh! All right, hold on for a moment because I think he's about to yonder over here. Okay, so I'm back. But yeah, it's not the dog's fault really. It's 100% the owner's fault. But I don't like them like doing things in my yard. Anyway, it's getting so dark. That's when you know like the fall is approaching, fast approaching. And I cannot believe that I'm already seeing like fall back to school stuff. Oh my gosh, it's raining now. That's insane. Just missed it. It's supposed to be rain. It was supposed to be raining tomorrow, not today. Anyway, thank you for your patience. I know it's going for a minute. Um, yeah, I just it doesn't make any sense for somebody to be like, but people would dead ass be like, oh yeah, like we like you, and I'm like, you don't like me. That's something you should not be saying to me in this context, considering the situation that I'm in. And I'm like, you don't need to like me in order to identify exactly like this shit is just wrong. You feel me? Like you're like, and it's even wild that you actually supposedly like me and yet you still don't want to see me happy. You still don't want to see me free or anything like that. You'd rather gatekeep my happiness, my ability to do the things that I want to do because you like me. That's sick. That's doubly sick. I will never ever see it in a way that's flattering to me or a compliment. So when I see people try to make up some scenarios, and I'm just like, oh, this is what they like about you. I'm just like, okay, well, I guess like on in another life, in another kind of situation, like if it wasn't this kind of situation, nah, I just can't. I don't even want to give you any type of fucking glimmer of hope. And that's where I realized on how warped people's mentality is. It's crazy because I don't even know where people think. Look, you have parasocial relationships, and you have a growing sense of entitlement. Like whoever decided to streamline this, and I'm telling you, the government. Like, look, you got in your fucking kickbacks. You feel me? You got in your kickbacks. You got in your money and stuff like that. This whole situation with society is definitely going down the fucking drain. It is. It's made men more insecure because now it's just like it started out good, right? You guys started out with well, excuse me, it started out good for you guys because you guys wanted to bully me. Woman wanted to bully me and try to humiliate me because she wanted to compete. She was a pick me. She was also just jealous. She didn't know how to fucking love herself. And then she had, kind of whispered into the ears of others, and they started to kind of like it because they were either second best or something like that. And that's not even my words. That's literally how they felt to themselves that they were second best. So even like no matter how well I treated them or how or what I would tell them, like they still thought themselves were like second best. So they took it upon themselves to try to make me feel beneath them by trying to humiliate me and lie on me and cause all kind of rumors and scandals. And it ended up making the men, sexually attracted. And so that, then that's when they had to start out making more lies and more rumors and things of that nature. Eventually, somebody had lied on me, of course, and said that I did something that I didn't. Of course, that comes with it. In order to kind of make a guy that I was seeing first sleep with them, and then putting themselves out there is there here in the third. And the guy got swooped up into the nonsense, and some like fast forward later, obviously we didn't work out. I didn't find out about this shit years later, and this person is extremely bitter because this person ended up being like a serial cheater, and I want better. I deserve better, so I'm not down for that. And now this person, amongst other people, are in the habit of tainting my character further. All the while, men are still being perverted over me, but they're still being highly critical because while they were initially very attracted and perverted attracted to me, they were getting other women being like, okay, well, why are they so attracted to her and things of that nature. And it ended up being a fucking competition. They'd be like, well, I can show you my tits. And then it became a whole fucking like influx of women showing things that I didn't know that I was fucking showing the world. So, ass, titties, everything. People were literally like, opening up their fucking cooch to be like, give me attention. And then all of a sudden, people just, some man or whatever decided to make that into a platform. And then people started making money off of it. And then they started singing about like how opportunities related to me became a cash cow. So, with that in mind, because this is already going on with via Hollywood, they decided to, people, basic average people, Joe Schmo shit, was, starting to make opportunities in this, that, here, and the third. So anytime, any type of time, if I'm tired or I have a sneeze or anything like that, bam, immediately there's some type of automated nigga, some voice or whatever like that. Oh, do you have like sleep achy backs since I hear, then try this non-FDA regulated medicine or something like that, or this right here for a low price. You just have to click this link and things of that nature. And it's just like it's really is a capitalist nation, but this is a capitalistic society and just a self-serving world, really, with the illusion to be humanitarian. Um, I think a lot of people are just really out for themselves because I don't see the illusion has dropped for me, and I see people for exactly who they are because it's just nonstop on how people will literally try to take it upon themselves to throw somebody on me who I'm not attracted to throw somebody on me that I don't want to have a relationship with. It is very rare, very few, if at all, people who want to just, tell me what the fuck is going on without having to mention about one of my abusers' feelings towards me in a romantic sense. Like that shit makes my skin crawl. I don't want to hear how some nigga I let go of is feeling about me, and misses me and shit like that. Like it's really, it's really. Sorry, I have that stank face, but this is like so fucking disgusting, bro. It's like so with men seeing that they can get women to get attention and things of that nature, there was like living the dream. They were able to see probably like the hottest women that they wanted, or even just the women that they were always wanted to fuck. They were probably like in the friend zone, and they probably eventually wanted to fuck that person, and now they get to see that person secretly subscribe to that person on fucking OnlyFans. You feel me? And they'd be like, oh yeah, like disgusting, disgusting, my nigga, disgusting, and probably jerking off and shit, literally, disgusting. So, and now there's the soft life and all the other kind of stuff. Women want to put on for other women now. It's insane because at first it was about impressing themselves in front of the men, and now it's about impressing themselves in front of more so in front of the women, where it's the women competing is going back to the women competing with other women and trying to hold high standards like, okay, well, Shalene's supposed to be like the lowest standards of the lowest because we can do better than that. And as I showed you before, like of an old picture of mine doing makeup and how I can do makeup better. And if I happen to look at a YouTube video, I can do a look like that if I wanted to. But it's just like I can do better than what I have done before. And if I have and if I repeat the same like type of style and try to do better than that, then that is possible too. So don't ever try to make it seem like you're just some like original being off of me because I am the original. I am the fucking alpha and omega, bitch. You are a fucking beta. By trying to use me as a fucking point of reference in order to try all the fucking time, you've targeted that's making me a target. You targeted me in order to try to compete with, try to belittle, try to harass, harm, and try to put down and compare yourself to, which is fucking sick. It goes to show as far as like, who's the person that's truly a value. And it ain't you, sweetie. It ain't you. So yeah, um, somebody gotta tell you in a way that you can fucking like comprehend that shit because again, it's bad dupes. It's bad. It's bad the hooks dupes. Um, yeah, TV versus real life. I was thinking, hold on, let me go back to the men, sadly, although that's what they want now. So now with the women, competing with the women, um, the men are kind of like the men have been put into an effeminate kind of position, and some of them have gone into like there has been like extremes. They're either the effeminate men, um, or they're like they have the feminine personalities, or they're the macho ones. Like they're going into aggro macho, like I'm a man, I'm a man. Uh, is bizarre. It's so bizarre because in the midst of that, there, obviously with the whole group chat and things of that nature, you guys are being very, keen to always gossip, this, that, here, and the third, and being women's business. Not just being women's business, which is crazy on how you guys invited men to be messy in order to try to bully me and harm me and harass me and convince them to do things because you would give them pussy or you would give them favor, compliments, positions, this, that, here, and the third, big honcho stuff, and then you get mad at them when you know they want to insert their opinions, or then you want to get mad at them and say like, "Oh, you're in women's business." It's insane. It's insane. That's why I said that. Why are you guys like always listening to that person who's talking shit about me, because this person flip flops. Not only that, but they're super hypocritical. So it's just like that's why I would never want to be like, oh, like I would never feel like I'm missing out when it comes to that shit. Like people trying to make me feel bad because I don't follow their rules and want to be a part of their team, and I'm just like, it is a headache not having to deal with you, in which you're trying to make me want to deal with you. Um, so I can just imagine like even more fucking stress and burdens having to deal with you. It's like babysitting some troublesome kids. It would be bad enough if I had to birth those bastards. If I birth those bastards and have to deal with them 24/7, I'm good. You feel me? Like I'm good. I'd rather not, you feel me? Not deal with these at all. But since I've been forced into this position, I'm just no, I'm not in favor of being in your company. Fuck out of here. But yeah, in the midst of that, I think that men definitely have become more effeminate and messy, definitely a lot more gossipy. Guys have always done the whole gossip thing. I mean, let's not act like this is something new. People used to do it back in the day, and like in royal courts. I mean, they had to in order to kind of keep maintain the favors, the king's favor and things of that nature, because there was always somebody trying to take in the next position. But I believe that it's more so of, I mean, I believe that more so lately there's just a lot of men. I'm sorry, it's like I still have the chills. Like it's not even cold because it's a really fucking cheap ass air conditioner, but it's just so fucking like creepy, and I just have to hold myself because it's just like, oh my god, niggers are crazy. Niggers are crazy. Like, yeah, I can't believe wasted years, wasted decades of my life trying to protect people and advocate for people who were fucking crazy. Oh my god. Why are black people acting like this? I don't understand. It's crazy. I like literally if I didn't have such a fucking, strong core inside me since I was a little kid, I probably would have, broke apart like a lot of you bitches, because you guys can't even take a full hour. Like you guys have to log off social media and just kind of just like and then kind of peek your head in and things of that nature. When you guys get just a little bit of attention. Imagine a whole fucking world where people are just like hating you for really no reason, for unjustly. Like this is just um projected anger, misdirected anger, when it really should be pointed at the people who are harming them, or the people or themselves really. So yeah, men are now put in the so men are were putting the positions recently. Not too recently, but like men were then gravitating to the point where women were trying to where they were observing women, really trying to put a front on for women, things of that nature. And in the meantime, men were trying to, a lot more men were doing sexual explorative situations. Everything became more trendy. It was a lot of herd mentality. Um, that is another topic on its own. I'm all for the gay love. I am. It is the vibes. That was sorry. That was kind of creepy and nasty, but like I'm sorry, but like literally my like I told you I have allergies. People didn't believe me. Like I have like really bad allergies when it comes to like my cats, and I was like all up on them, all up on my fluffies. Not only that, but like they groom themselves quite often, so their hair and stuff like that just like comes out of the woodworks and just it's laying on my eye. So sorry, so sorry. At this point in time, I'm not trying to focus hardcore on having a brand when in the midst of my abuse, but I don't laugh at or dismiss the idea of me doing some things on the side. So yeah, I want to definitely go ahead and try to give myself like a little breaky break time before school starts because in the fall I have a really busy schedule. I'll be going to school full time and also working full time. And in the midst of that, yeah, I'm just gonna have a busy schedule. I'm only going to school part time, but it's to celebrate it right now. And summer classes, I mean not summer classes, and summer isn't really, that demanding at work right now, thank goodness, but it's gonna pick up literally like a week or two from now because school's about to start since it's August, like goddamn. And yeah, plus, obviously I have the things to worry about when it comes to my justice and things of that nature. So again, busy schedule. Extremely busy. Extremely busy. Yep. But it's just like, okay, people are gonna be thinking about like, oh, stop thinking negative thoughts and that the whole forgiveness thing. Like that's something I want to write down too, because that's so stupid. What does forgiveness look like for you? I wonder. Like I touched on that, we touched on that for about like a few days now, but I think I could just kind of want to end it with what does forgiveness look like for you? And the fact that you guys keep mentioning it, it just shows me like how willful you are. I already know how stupid you guys are, but how ignorant you guys are and self entitled. I just it's always exposing that. What does forgiveness look like for you? Where you say that, and when you guys lie, because that's what it is. When you lie and say that forgiveness is for us and not for the person who offended us, I'm like, how do you know that? Because that sounds like a serious, ugly ass burden. That sounds like if your man or woman cheated on you, you forgave them. Like, doesn't that just kind of hold like some type of heart, like hardened kind of situation, like in your chest area? Like, it's just like, look, we can move past this, but you'll never be forgiven. Like, for some people, that can happen, but for the word forgive is just like I don't know, it's inconceivable for me. It really is. It's an inconceivable thing for me. So when people say that whole bullshit about it's because you're forgiving, it's for you to let go of the hate and the bitterness. I look at if I eat cereal and the cereal is like it smells nice, but when I eat it, it actually makes me throw up because this happened before. I was really sick when I was a little kid, like elementary school. I ate this cereal, kid cereal, it was really good cereal. And like it was good where like, it was popular. And I see a little starling. It's so pretty. Little starling. Um and and I don't know why, but something just didn't agree with me. And unfortunately I threw up. I've never ate it again. I was like, yeah, no, 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 I don't like it. Have you ever it's freezing. I was saying, have you ever eaten something? Have you ever ate something before and it just didn't agree with you? I wonder how much my internet kept going in and out my Wi-Fi because I paid for the bill, so I'm just kind of curious as to why. Well, I'm pretty sure why. It's my hating ass neighbor. So funny. He didn't have that moxie the other day when the cops were raiding his place and stealing his fucking drugs. So that's what you gotta stop doing. Okay. Okay. Like I swear to beans. I swear to beans. I never liked this nigga anyway. Like he's like kept always like um throwing stuff like on my fucking property and being evil when he actually got cocky one time. He said that, oh yeah, like he broke into my home. And unfortunately, because he is a snitch, he's a rat for the cops. Sometimes that sometimes the cops decided to just I don't know for some reason, just randomly, conveniently, of all days and situations when he's just not home, they raided his place. Yeah, I'm putting it out there. Why? Why not? I mean, honestly, you guys brought the trouble to me. I don't understand like why the fuck people are like getting all um I'm sorry, there's like a turtle dove being, I shit you not, face down, ass up, um, for some bird feeders throughout there. She's got her tail to Jesus right now. It's adorable. She's so chunky. Surprised that she's getting into that little um rain drain right there. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, ooh, speaking of which, hold on. Hi, Trim Police. I'm calling because I wanted to know how do I get a copy of a permanent restraining order? Thank you. Yes, hi. I'm calling because I need a copy of a permanent restraining order. 175 South Front Street. That's the courthouse, right? Okay. What department? Oh, wait. I mean, aren't there multiple departments at the courthouse or just? Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. All right. So that is my next place. So you heard it first. I'm gonna go there to the courthouse, and you will see me there because I have a copy already of David's permanent restraining order. So whenever people are saying all this bullshit in the background about, oh yeah, like we have a connection still, and this, that, here, and the third, and that I'm possibly pregnant, I'm just like, no, bitch, I literally been celibate for a good amount of time. So this again is more lies and slanders, and there are some idiots out there who probably would still have a relationship with somebody if I guess if they did like file something against them. But no, like I obviously I'm different. If somebody who I haven't dated in years needs to keep me in a conversation and talk about some shit that is obviously a lie. I'm like, oh my babies! Hi. Oh my god, they're so cute. I love turtle doves are so pretty. Oh my god. It's so smooth. The complexion is everything, I'm telling you. Anyway, yes. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Relationship topics make my skin crawl, yo. Like it's such fucking cringe. I can't. I can't. It's just no, no, no. You know, cute. And she's got like little beauty marks on both sides of her face. Hi, baby. She's got like the perfect little complexion. Like turtle doves, like their faces are so freaking smooth. Yeah, she's so pretty. Look at her. Excellent. That's like the perfect beige. Oh my gosh. Her breasts. I love birds' breasts. Like, not for nothing, but I love that we have they just pop them out. That and cats that we have, they have like those little floofies. So adorable. See, look at that. Now I went down. Um, what was it? Why are black people like that? I might change the topic because it's just like I feel like in a more better mood because it was just like it's a bunch of black people that's literally on that. Like I said, it's enough black people that are literally trying to keep this shit going, and I'm like, nigga, you got exposed. Like, yo, the fact that you guys are just trying to do nothing but just keep this shit going is just pathetic. It's pathetic. And it only looks even worse and the fact that I have to make more of an effort in order to get the justice when things are already known. So that just really looks worse on you. And for you to think that people should just get over it or mind their business or that it'll just die down in a day or two is no. For every single fucking day that you guys are trying to extend this shit or trying to like be a decoy, like allude to me having to work through this shit, it's just like it should be like literally eons for you. Like all eternity. Yeah, but like I said, it seems like men are really like the ones that are just like instigating this whole entire shit. Ah, it's so crazy. Men instigators, decision makers, men instigators. Yeah, they're the ones that's making the decision making mostly. I mean, the women are kind of influencing the decisions, but it's men that get to actually make the decisions. Like at the very, they finalize the decisions. The women, they present, they present decisions. They present answers. They present choices, but it's men that finally decide on what. And sometimes they do it in a way where mm, something like her. It's just not her age is one of the many symptoms of our allergies, allergic to cats. I told you one of the things people were saying was that supposedly like I had like I was on drugs or something like that, but I'm like no, this is literally no, Benadryl and stuff like that, like for like recreational activities for drugs, and I'm just like no, like this is real. These is really like allergies that's going on. It gets bad. It gets really fucking bad. Eyes, gunk, swollen eyes, red eyes. It gets really bad. Which is why when anything happens that's like untoward or like different, I'm like, okay, this is not cat related. Just a baby, yo. I'm just like so in love with this little turtle. It's so cute. This little brown dove. Actually, I don't think it's a turtle dove. I think it's just a regular dove, like a standard dove. She's so cute. Oh my god, I just want to hold her. I'm gonna cup her. It's like this. Tail to Jesus. She's so cute. Her little face. Um. All right, so hold on. Women were starting to compete with me, unbeknownst to me, and I'm like, what the fuck? Men were getting their rocks off and really appreciating the free tits, the free show. Uh, then all of a sudden, they I guess men were feeling themselves a little bit too fucking much, and then they were like making women try to compete more, and then women were like, "Well, now you gotta pay for this shit," and men were like, "Man." And some men were, and a lot of men were actually willing to do that, especially if they were willing to see like their friend that they were friend zoned in, butt ass naked or anybody, they were just like, "Oh fuck yeah, I'm down for that." So they did that, and after that, it seemed like a more effeminate kind of situation because it was just like it seemed like a little collaborative effort. Men were willing to become more out there, more gossipy, feeling their feminine side, and that right there is actually nothing wrong about that. Being in their feminine side, and I think that also was like an uptick in people coming out and just in being gay. People actually naturally being gay and people being persuaded into participating in gay things and gay activities. And from there, people were also in the midst of wow, it is like a rabbit hole. There's so much shit going on there. People just it became trends. Then it became all competition. Who's doing this more? Who's partying more? Who's partying better? Who's gonna go to the better trip? Who's gonna go to the better hotel? Who's got the better friends? Who's got the more successful friends? Who's got the higher salary? Oh my god. It's like, oh my god. I'm not looking at anything right now. I'm not looking at my notes. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at anything right now. I'm not even looking at my notes. I'm just kind of seeing, but I'm just kind of seeing. It's weird. It's really weird. Um, oh, by the way, I found out that I can do live using just the subscribers that I have. As long as you have 50 subscribers, then you can do live. However, what it shows is that the video will be set to private, and that's the part I don't like because like if it's set to private, then there's an off chance that it will go into my regular videos, and I want to keep my lives. You feel me? Because if it goes to private, then it's not going to show as a live anymore, and I don't like that. I want them to all be live. I want to have my category. So I'm gonna try to see if I can work around that. Mm. Yeah, I'm telling you, young one. Because again, like this shit is like really it's just so draining, and it's like why are so many black people like this right now? Well, not right now, but for years. Like why are they like this? It's damn. Conspiracy theories. It's wild to think that people, after showing so much of what was going on, and me not wanting to put up with people's shit, that now they're saying, "Oh, that what I'm saying is unfounded, and that they don't know what I'm talking about, and that this is possibly a conspiracy theory." And I'm like, "Stop it! Seriously, stop it!" Why is it then that every single time when you're in contact with me, you don't ask me certain things or you don't bring up certain things directly? How come you have to be very careful with how you speak? How come you only have to say what you want to say on your fucking group chats? We have to say it like in an example kind of way, or you have to reference somebody else in order to bring a discussion up that you've seen me do. But you want to go on and say that this is a conspiracy theory. This is just like I'm really just disgusted. Like I'm 38 years old and the year is literally almost ending. And you guys have had a hell of a long time. I don't care how old you are. I really don't care. You can be young as fresh as 15 or old as 98. I don't give a fuck about your life when you want to, especially because I know that you're gonna try to say some bullshit like, "Oh, but you're still young," and I'm like, people die every day at any age because of anything, but you rather have my life keep on going for one more day, always one more day, always one more day for you. You were definitely users. You're definitely users, and too many of you, a lot of you are black, and that's so fucking sick. Like, there's nothing I would ever find valuable or genuine about you being that fucking toxic and stupid to serve to serve the agenda of a whole other fucking group and race that's paying you and giving you opportunities in this day and the third. We have seen firsthand on how people make laws and then go ahead and take those laws back, give us rights and take those rights back. But you think that you can live all your days, all your life without repercussions or without any kind of, like, guarantee that anything that you were granted won't be taken away. And it's even bad that you would be having it taken away because you did some, excuse me, it's bad if you, it's obviously bad universally if you did something of good, like, of goodwill, good nature that was authentic and you got something taken away. But I'm just saying it's even worse for you because you did that for nothing. You did some dirt, grimy ass shit, and then you still got that shit taken away from you. Like, what the fuck? That's horrible. You not only fucked up yourself, you fucked up others around you, you fucked up your history. You fucked up some, for a lot of people, other people's history too. This is really just, it's just like, how low did you fucking want to go? And you took it to the Caribbeans. You went down low. Let me tell you that. You went down fucking low. How low can you go? You went down the low. Like, for real. So fucking low. And again, I'll get over it. I'll get over that part. But it's just like, for people to say conspiracy theory is such a fucking, like, I knew it. I fucking knew it. Because the religious zealots and idiots that were out there trying to say, like, oh, the FBI, they're doing their research and this, there, and the third, and da 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 da, monitoring these people and that's this, there, and the third, just to turn around and say that this is a conspiracy theory. Like, bitch, I already stopped believing in the whole, like, government hoopla because I've seen them. I have a video about an officer admitting to, gang stalking and to matters related to my situation. Not exactly, but certain types of parts. But for the government to actually do something, it's just like, would be a shock to me, a big old fucking shock. Let's see. Mayor, mayor. Yeah. Horrible. And this bitch is the Aries. Ugh, disgusting. So the Trenton, New Jersey mayor is Reed Gosierre. And this dude has been the has been the mayor since July 2018. And prior to that, there has been there was the black mayor, but he got caught for being nefarious. I mean, well, they're both nefarious, obviously. This is the current mayor of Trenton, New Jersey. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what we're doing. We're doing. We're doing. Ah. Mhm. I'm looking at this. This is so funny. the So this year, kicking off Juneteenth, with the African American Cultural Collaborative. Celebrating Freedom 1865 because my ancestors weren't free in 1776. Do you see how big of a fucking joke that is of black people to do this shit? It's so fucking performative, yo. It's really so fucking performative. And then here you have the mayor speaking at this function about Juneteenth. It's just some bullshit. Juneteenth is just around the corner, but here in the capital city, we'll celebrate all month long. Gee, here it is. Here I am being at the hands of modern slavery, and I didn't think I received. Yeah, I didn't receive a goddamn thing. On Wednesday, May 31st, elected officials, representatives, and advocates gathered at the historic William Trent House Museum to kick off this year's Juneteenth celebrations. Juneteenth, celebrated on June 19th, marks the effective end of slavery in the United States in 1865. Stop it. Oh my God. Today, the day represents freedom, progress, and emancipation in the African American community. I shit you not. I shit you not. Like, full of shit. That's just, I'm telling you, look, in the African American community. Juneteenth celebrates 19th, wait, right? Juneteenth celebrates on June 19th, marks the effective end to slavery in the United States in 1865. Today, the day represents freedom, progress, and emancipation in the African American community. It's just like such a fucking joke and so fucking performative to have people within Trenton, New Jersey be so fucking fake. Have me go through all this shit, knowing goddamn well that they are the fucking pinnacle to a lot of the maliciousness and the criminal activities that have been going on for over a decade. Over a fucking decade. This place is such a fucking joke, my niggas. Like, for real, such a fucking joke. I can't. At the kickoff, TAACC Representatives Helen Jones Walker and LaTarsha Burke, Mayor Reed Guscietta, the 15th legislative district representatives, county officials, and more shared about the exciting 3 weekends of programming lined up for this year's festivities. In her remarks, Assemblywoman Verlina Reynolds Jackson noted, with Juneteenth, as we think about our history and ancestors and the delay in announcing that freedom was available for us 2.5 years, now I know and you know that the sun rises and sets every day. To think about the suffrage people went through for 2.5 additional years of suffrage, to know that we are free. She noted, we're also in this moment of recognizing systematic racism or suppression that happens to people of color throughout the state. So on this day, we're going to reflect. Still, we're also going to celebrate our people, to let them lead and to empower us to continue to inspire the next generation and the generation after that. Black people. Black people. There are enough black people, coons. There are enough fucking coons on this fucking earth. I'm telling you. Different types of countries and everything that think that this shit is okay for me to be down with. Like, get the fuck out of here. So many people are mad and upset because I have boundaries. Because I'm obviously this right here. You say it out of your fucking mouth on how waiting and things of that nature when it comes to, like, patience and this, that, here, and the third. Like, you guys use it. You guys weaponize spirituality, and you talk about patience and this, that, here, and the third in order to try to get your way, in order to try to stall or sabotage and challenge situations for me to still be buoyed and surveillanced. But then you, in that same fucking ugly ass mouth, that fucking hole in the middle of your face, you want to open that shit up for only you, the people who you only want to focus on and kiss ass, and for the people from the past. Like, you don't give a fuck. You really don't give a fuck at the end of the day, because if it's an opportunity moment, if it's an opportunistic moment for you, then you'll give it up. You will really give it the fuck up. Like, you guys are really that fucking sick. This is why I'm telling you, I don't fucks with a lot of people, because everybody really is just like really out for themselves and it's self-serving. But they get that whole illusion like, oh, it's just for the community and this, that, and the third. And they'll use my words in order to recycle it so that way they can serve it to the community and still get the other hand to collect the money or whatever like that. The opportunity. It's fucking sick, and I'm seeing it for what it is, and I'm calling it out for what it is. It really is. It really is. Black people. Black people. You make it seem like, they had a fucking gun to your head. It's like, black people were just waiting, willing, wanting to do this shit. Unfucking provoked. Again, like, for all the duplicitous lies and slanders you guys, made up against me, like, you guys did not think twice when it came to men and female who were criminals to make fucking rallies and protests and all the other kind of shit. But for me, because you guys like my personality so much and all the other kind of shit, you took it upon yourself to fucking abuse that and try to vilify me. Black people did that. Enough of them, a lot of them, majority. Black people. Bro. I put down TV and versus real life because, like, for some reason, I don't know, people don't have that it's like the conscience or the cognizant of like discerning between what's funny on real life versus what's funny on TV. Now, there's people who always say that, oh, they just laugh at anything, but it's just like, come on now, you don't really laugh at, like, seriously, like, everything. Like, this is just, it's really fucked up for what it is. Like, I can look at a guy being like goo goo gaga crazy. Like, there's movies obviously that are like goo goo gaga crazy where people be cursing each other out, or I mean, that's entertainment. But to try to use that same formula and use it on my life is warped. Seriously, it's warped. It's so fucking sick. And instead of actually having any kind of justice, people right now are trying to throw it on me like, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. But you know that in the midst of this, while they're saying, forgiveness, again, I always know that's a guy doing that because it's just so on point for a guy. A guy will literally fuck up to no end and not even stop doing the fuck up. But they'll expect you to forgive them, and then they'll also expect to keep on doing it before, during, and after the offense. And then they also feel really like even more entitled to your fucking boundaries and things of that nature. Like, this is what society has allowed. Society has run things a fucking amok. It's just, oh, but the part about conspiracy theories, I was just thinking of just like how yeah, like the FBI and whatnot like that were taking notes in this area and the third, but then all of a sudden they want to say that it's a conspiracy theory. It's just like, okay, so what were those notes really for then? To just, keep quiet about it, or just to try to throw me under the bus, trying to make me your scapegoat? Like, bruh, I took a note to myself. I took a note to myself because, again, I trust nobody. Obviously, that is for my best interest. I don't trust anybody. Seeing is really fucking believing, and even then, I have to feel it. So I have to feel it and see it. But so far, I have not done. I have not either. Like, neither has happened. Neither, because nobody has really done anything. It's just me making these fucking moves. It's just me. I'm just gonna leave it at that right now. I think I'm gonna go venture out and go do something. I mean, I'm dressed for it. I might just walk actually. Just probably put my hair, but or something like that. And just go ahead and walk and do things. I'm sorry, I really do like the way how like when people run, it does that like the little swing when you like run. I do like that. It's so cute. It's adorable. Horses, just straight. When you're in the gym or wherever like that, when you're running and it just goes like this. It's cute. It's like a little pom pom. All right, that's pretty much it. Cause like again, I just wanted to make that fucking known. Shit is old and tiring. Let's just see how toxic people still are. Again, of all fucking races. But I'm just, to go and be so fucking in the history books as toxic. It's just like why? Why? Damn. I can't really divulge like what kind of evidence that I have in reference to like against certain things. But I'm just like I've been keeping some things to the chest more. So what is it? It's like what's the honest truth about the person currently on your mind? Just trying to allude to like relationships. And I'm like, why are we doing this? It's so hard. You know, unhappy with so and so. They want you to find out missing you and wanting you to return in your life. We can omit those kind of situations. Like, you don't need to ever have those kind of conversations. Bro, broski, broham. It's just like, cringe, my niggas. Cringe. They are determined to set the record straight with you. That's so gross. That's so gross. Yeah, this is a major life lesson that's about to take you to higher levels. This will happen to you within 24 hours. Like, just see how they really think they have a second chance. Like, this is just saying worldwide. These people just being stupid and ugly. I mean, these people being bummy and just taking the fucking advantage. I'm saying, I just if it's not online, then it's offline too. I just see the ugliness, so much ugliness in this world. Like, and there's a moment where you try to see the beauty in it, but it's just like no, like there's really nothing. Like it's all disingenuous. It's a front. Somebody said put pearls on a swine, and it's just like yeah, and throw flowers on like a pig pen. Like it's just not. It's I can't. Like you about to see the difference between these two. New person. That's so crazy too. Like, where are your fucking priorities, yo? This is so hard. It's so disgusting, bro. And even if I went to like another kind of platform, you guys will say it in the subliminals. I'm like, God damn. Seriously, like, God damn. You know what's quicker?
Borseggiatrici, attenzione Fall gray. Wants to grow love with you guys. This could even be new friendships blossoming. The fact that I'm even saying blossom, there could be a lot of young energy around you. Even if like there's someone could be pregnant around you, there could be new marriages around you. You could even be seeing like pregnant animals or something. Someone could be learning about their lineage right now. This King of Cups.
We have people want to maintain like illusion, but
Yeah, with strength in reverse here, someone could be learning about their lineage, or someone could be reviewing their past, going through something that was like some type of oppression that they experienced in their life. But I also see someone looking at their self. They know the things about their self that nobody else knows. Like, they know their secrets, and it's like someone just seeing their self in the position that others were in before too.
it's dragging and stalling. How convenient.
Feel there's
Yeah, that's coincidental.
I
Hands right here.
see someone seeing prisms, like they're seeing the rainbows, but they're in a shade of tan. They're in a shade of brown or something. It's like a yellow tone to them or something. There's more yellow in them. With strength here, there's the yellow here, and strength is up right now too. With somebody, like they were in the dirt, they were in the mud. Somebody had to, even if someone came from the bottom, like I'm hearing started from the bottom, now we're here. It's like they had to do it again.
They had to do it again. See that stalling
Somebody
tactic?
has been. They know this though. Somebody is so beyond. Someone is so beyond. Like they know this. They're playing a game. The magician is here. Oh my gosh. Somebody is like keeping their self in a place that's calm. They're keeping themselves in a place that's slow. They're keeping themselves in a place before it all began. Somebody's really been reviewing the tapes. Somebody's been going back in time. Everybody that's been experiencing this delusion that's going on is because this person has been reviewing the tapes over and over and over again, because the times that they want to go back to are the times when they didn't have plenty. We're in the past right now. We're not even in the present. We're not like, their heart aches for this moment right here. This is their montage. This is their heart. The Hierophant is here. This is where it started for them. This is like their pedestal. This is their podium. This is the foundation. Nobody will ever be able to manipulate this person's energy or this person's essence, or like if someone tried to replace them in a relationship, in a connection or anything, they never will, because they don't have that special sauce, and this is the special sauce. They're tan, they're brown, the brown rainbows. Hey B. Hey. Hey Chris. Communication is like ringing loud for someone. Someone hears the ocean everywhere. They know that they're underwater now. They know that we're not as above is so below. They know where they are. This is the second time the Two of Pentacles came out, and I'm really getting that as above, so below. someone was able to release their burdens, everyone wants to go up and they want to move up. How can I get up? They'll even do the grimiest of dirtiest things to get there, and they won't tell you what they did to get up there. That's imbalance. Their foundation will never be stable. They're always going to have to dig into that place in order to keep it up there. You didn't do that. You just dug low. You dug low. You dug deep. You barreled yourself down. You didn't care about, somebody doesn't care. It's not that they, I'm getting like someone could like be spending a lot of money, or it looks like they spend a lot of money. It looks like somebody is very like they just spend. Like they're not frivolous at all. Yeah, like Ariana Grande, she's not known for being frugal. Like, she's known for spending a bag. Like, she's known for spending like crazy. That's what I'm getting. Somebody has that energy about themselves, but I feel like they actually think about, they think about things before they do it. Like, there's a lot of contemplation. It's like someone could be seeing someone stepping out, but they're stepping out in clothes that they've had for like 3 years. Or someone could see someone stepping out in new things, but it's like it took them, they did the 30-day wait. Like, am I going to want this in 30 days? Like, somebody is very practical, even though they're giving like a very airy energy about them. They're giving a very Piscean, a very Venusian energy about them. Like, they're giving that lavish energy. But I'm hearing like they're below. They literally are from below. Therefore, being from below, thank you so much, guys. Like, all they get are burdens. All they get is your trash. Like, when they go home, your trash is at their fucking home. They got plastic in their seas. They're watching their friends be murdered. Like, they're seeing a lot of catastrophe about them, and they still have to silence it and hear the whales and hear just the beat of the ocean and find a smooth flow. It's like that's what I'm getting about you guys, the healer energy. Somebody's mastered something about their self. Look at that. It's through the torment. It's through all the torture. Anybody that tries to pretend that they're pure and that they're not crazy, like, I don't know. We're all in Wonderland, so I don't know how you just became pure. And you didn't have to go through some type of craziness, because in order to get into Eden, you have to be broken and I have to rebuild you. You have to accept this coin from me, but you have to be this dirt. You got to be this muck, and you got to let universe show you that your muck is not muck. Your clean is not clean. Like, let me wash you. Let me order your steps so that you know that your eye is my eye. Some of you, the monitoring, like I'm getting people monitoring you. This isn't new to you. I feel like there's people around you that are just kind of waking up, or there's people around you that are kind of like, they're not woke, but they got like, their nerves are reacting to the energy that's around. Especially when you're around. When you're around, you're like a huge generator. So people that feel nothing feel things when you're around. That's why people want you around. I'm getting like, you might not sunbathe. You might not even go in the sun that often. Like, but you could look kissed by the sun. Like, you might be the type of person that tans, or if you're darker skinned, you get darker. Like, you tan even if there's no sun outside. You are a child of the sun. It's like, bitch, I don't need to be in the sun. I am the sun. Are you fucking crazy? Like that's what I'm getting about you guys. You are as above, so below. I'm the ocean and the sun. Like, oh no, Ruggie.
I gotta go. I'm going. So yeah, I got things to do. Obviously, I've always got things to do, but I just wanted to come up on here to just kind of give you an update. Where people were just like, I'm just like, no. I've given you guys, kind of to my error, and I've admitted that to my error. I've given you guys patience, and I've given you guys I've given you guys in the meantime. So hold on, because here's the thing: I've given you patience because it was just like, okay, well maybe this was a misunderstanding. Because being on the watch list can can possibly be a misunderstanding. And then I thought, the government and things of that nature. Again, you guys put on an elaborate show in order to trick me and all, in order to exploit me and watch me and all the other kind of shit. So don't make it seem like this was like an easy thing. You put on an elaborate show. And in my era, I thought that, okay, because I thought it was very like superficial. Well, I mean, you guys are very superficial, but I thought it was just like a one thing where it's just like, okay, it's the misunderstanding. It's probably just the government thing. But as time went on, I saw it for what it is. It's everybody. Actually, it's everybody. It started out with Black people. It got monetized by non-Black people, driven by society and the world. So here we the fuck are, and people are just still wanting to be, um, just trying to maintain some type of like power, like some certain like idea of control, and it's just not like that because I'm going to think what it is that I want to think, obviously, and you can't guilt me for that. You can't, like, as hard as you guys try, like, you'll be making yourself look even worse as a human being. You can't guilt me for that. Yeah, like this. It's like shit in a handbag, pretty much. You guys have literally fucked yourselves. And I don't owe y'all a goddamn thing. So as I go ahead and further record things while you guys get in your feelings, a lot of you guys get in your feelings and retaliate in kind, you'll be doing nothing but proving that I was right and that I made the right choice by removing myself from your environment and for also doing the most that I can in order to establish my boundaries or to just, gray rock and things of that nature. Like you only will get to know what I want you to know within a certain type of extent. And when you're in my presence, like I don't have to talk to you. Like unless, obviously like it's work, but just like minimal stuff. Just like, this let's put it. If I want to talk to you, it's mostly because I just want to probe you, or I'm either like bored or I'm just like, okay, well, what's going on here? I need to feel a vibe. The vibes don't always have to be good, but it's just like I need to. Okay, like let's see what's going on because if you're too happy, something might be up. If you're too disappointed, then something might be good. You feel me? So it's the vibe. It's really the vibe. I know it probably sucks. And you're just like, what? But you guys, again, for over a decade, for a lot of you people, you have been watching me and triangulating things and doing things in the background without telling me, obviously, for your own selfish purpose and gain. So you told me to save myself. So why not use that opportunity to investigate, more into what it is that you're doing, to the things that you're not saying. So yeah, you feel me? It's just like, okay, we're talking to me. You're talking about this specifically. The way how you're using your voice. Okay. All right. Well, let's see something. Let's see something. This thing is lagging, so yeah, it's time for me to go anyway. All right, about to go. About to go. If there's anybody out there who literally, genuinely is advocating for my damn, justice and not to be treated inhumanely, then I greatly appreciate it. But that's really the only people who I want to, send off a greeting to today. So, good night to you. I will see you later. To the people who, again, who advocate, who just aren't are a fucking minus. Good night.